This is me resting because my mom told me to rest. And I said, I'm just putting on some makeup. And she said, you need to rest. And I said, I'm not in movement, resting. I'm sitting down, I'm going on live, I'm resting. My mom was like, you're not resting because when I'm talking, I'm not resting. I'm an active speaker. I'm an active talker. And so when I'm actively talking on live, there's thought that goes into it. So she is correct. I am not only resting, but this is what I love to do. I'm a speaker. This is what I love to do. And my mom asked me to rest because I just arrived back. Most weekends I travel and I love it. So I have just returned and I was uh, at France Flowers and Farm. I spoke at a 3-day retreat. This is one of her products, which I love. So, Pure Scene, which is part of the owner of the lands, her name, Ursine. She has 24 acres, and this used to be her family's land in Mississippi. Now, let me start with that part. Because the Mississippi part, when she secured me last year to speak at her event. And it was right after my TED talk. It was about this time last year. And she secured me. She's like, Hope, I'm so excited. I have to have you speak at my event. I have to have your energy. We have to hear your words. I need you at my event. Would you speak at my event? And this was last year. And I was like, yes, of course. I love Ursine. And Lottie, thank you for sharing the live. And when she asked me, as you know, look where I am. I like being outside. If you're around me, I'm outside. Like, ideally, I am naked, oiled down in some beautiful white oil from wherever I am. I prefer to forge it and produce it where it's from, slather it all on my body, walk around barefoot in the grass or the sand, and have the sun tan and hit my body. It's the best feeling. And you're all tan. It's wonderful. Now I'm sharing this because just think, you run into the girl that just has the tan on her body, just beautiful, exfoliates, moisturizes, walking around barefoot on the grass, and then she starts to speak. What's up, Chloe Smith? And you're like, wow, she has my heart. So Ursine knows that because Ursine is reflective of that. I believe Ursine is me. Now, sometimes in life we come across us in another form. And with Ursine, I believe she is a reflection of me in a different dimension because we are like the same. She's 75. And the same in the way as we have never wanted to limit ourselves. But sometimes limit yourself means to show who you are. And how hard is that? To show everything about yourself, to speak how you speak, to dress how you dress, to form your thoughts, not have the thought and then say, no, I want people to see that and disregard the thought. That means to have the thought and say, yo, I'm going. And I've always been told, you're wild. Like, Hope, you're wild. I'm like, is any other way to be? Come on, who doesn't want to be wild? But in a way that I'm wild about exploring, having fun, and being me. Let's hop on a bike. I don't want to kick it with you in a bar. Thank you. Okay, I'll talk, you listen to me. I almost buzzed my hair, and I think I'm going to buzz my hair off. I said I was going to grow out my hair. I said I was going to grow out my hair. But I love my buzz cut blonde. And I told my mom, I was in the shower, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buzz my hair again. I'm just gonna buzz it off. What's up, El Dario? And blonde or whatever color I feel. And then I said, well, sometimes not impulsive. I agree with what I'm going to do and I just go forward with it. So it's not impulsive, but to maybe to someone it is. It's like, this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll do it now. Why wait till next week or tomorrow? But I grow it, show it. I love it if you like it. Exactly. I love my buzzed head is like my power stance. It's like the warrior stance because to have the courage to buzz your hair and expose your scalp and in many cultures it's the significance is great. Like it's the significance of starting over or stepping into a powerful position. And many won't ever do it. That's love to do it, but I also liked my close cropped hair because all you can focus on is my face. And changes, all that changes, but it's just, it is slightly easier. And that comes from a space of having my hair in every way, long, short, my hair, every color, um, fringe, no fringe, layered, bob, everything. I have lovely hair. And I had a flatmate in London. When I first moved to London, I lived in Forest Gate, which was idyllic to me, but it's not. I think it's changed after the Olympics because I was right outside of Stratford, but this was in 2008, went to London. And she was a hairstylist. Yes, of course. What? Well, sure, but it's just you. I don't care about high or low. Value is value. There's no way to weigh that. Value is just value. Good evening, city girl. I don't see it as high value or low value. Value is value. It's like love. So value, sure. So I lived with this hairstylist, and I was also her hair model. And so I would go with her to shows, all of hair magazines, hair shoots, and knew some of the prominent Afro hairstylists, colorists, um, people who cut exceptionally well in London. And it was cool. What's up, daily life? What's up? What's up? What's up? And so I was her hair model. And so here's the thing, I talk about always hair people that I have around the world because they're massaging your crown close to your brain. That's your highest part on your body. And within certain communities, really within all communities, a stylist, hairstylist is really a pillar. They're a pillar in the community. And I share this because wherever I go, I was a flight attendant for 15 years. I always say this, 70 plus countries. I loved going to salons because wherever you go, a salon is a salon. Same thing with nails. One of my favorite places to get my nails done is Brazil. Brazilian manicures, best manicures, stays on the best, best colors, best, 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 best. On Europe, I don't care. I don't care if it's Switzerland, France, Geneva, Germany. No, body wise, well, Asia, but Brazil. Brazil keeps it sexy, which I love. And so I would fly Sao Paulo and I would be there 2, 3 times a month. So I was there, let's say 2, 3 times a month for months at a time, let's say a year at a time. And so I would schedule my beauty appointments. I would always get my nails done every other week in Brazil. The Brazilian manicure, they're so meticulous. And unlike other places around the world, you don't find nail polish that's like green or blue. You find beautiful, bright, vibrant reds, vibrant, robust oranges, feminine pinks, and that's it. That's the color spectrum as far as nail polish. Whereas if you're in the States, you have green, you have red, you have black, you have yellow, you have white, you have purple. In Brazil, it's mainly what you would consider feminine colors: reds, pinks, oranges, mauves. And so I would always get my manicures and pedicures in Sao Paulo, Brazil, all of my waxing and all of my hair products because they're the best. And the best conditioners, all of this. Also, I'm on a roll. I like feel so good. I feel so good. Let me put up a picture. I'm going to put up this picture as the back screen or on green screen um, because that event, I'll show you a picture. So, wow, there it is. So, this event, I can't really, let me see if I can change it. You can see me. I'm in green. I'm matching with the nature around me and talking about Ursine. So this is the person who invited me to speak at her retreat this past weekend for her 20th year anniversary. Yeah, you can see me for her farm. And I have some of her products. You have to go and get some of her products. They're amazing. They're all made on this land. She has about 24 acres in Mississippi in this beautiful, diverse, like magic land that's surrounded with fragrant cedar trees. So that's her. That's me. And my name tag. Yay! So thank you, Deborah, for sharing the live. Thank you for sharing the live and like the live. So I spoke at her event this weekend. It was great because the feeling was fantastic. There was people who were just so excited to hear me speak and see all of the presenters. There were herbalists, there were indigenous people and Native American um, medicine women. There was a couple that does sacred cacao. It just was amazing. What's up, Ricardo? Amazing individuals. And so my journey there started the journey. And because of my 15 years with the flight attendant, oh, I'm going to skip around because I'm so excited about Tyler, their creator. I am so excited. I am so excited. I've been playing Saint Chroma on repeat. I am so excited. I just want to listen to it. How could you not love it? We love Tyler. This is crazy. That's my favorite part. Okay, so I'm gonna run that back because, like, before I went on to speak, I had to find uh, my song, my introduction song before I come on to the stage to speak. This may be the new song because that part when he says, "I'm gonna make it out," it's like that's all you need to know. You will make it out. You will make it whatever's going on. And just knowing that is the solution. But also, often we don't believe we will make it out. That's why he's saying that, because most of you do not believe you will make it through whatever you're going through. You won't make it through the lack of money. You won't make it through a relationship not in the expectancy as you see it. You won't make it out of your health issue. You won't make it out of doubting yourself. That's why you worry. Because if you knew you were going to make it out, you'd be like, okay, well, it'll all work out. But you don't believe that you will make it. That's it. To just believe, I will make it. I will make it. I will make it out. So when I heard this, which let's run it back, because that's why I entitled this live Chromakopia, which is the fourth comes of Tyler, the creator, on the 28th, which is in 6 days. I'm so excited. So before I come on stage, I think I'm going to start it right here. See, just hearing, I'm going to make it out to that marching, I think that's incredible. Because before I came to speak, and that's the picture behind me, this woman has so much knowledge. She came, they had been friends for years, and she came even after having open heart surgery. She's an incredible scholar. She's an incredible healer. She's an incredible human being. She's just incredible. She's like the elder that everyone needs. They all are, but I was surrounded by these women. I feel like I have extra glow because I was surrounded. I can see if I can move the picture, but I don't know if I can. All of these powerful beings and healers and experts in what they chose to do. And to choose to do what you want to do is the courage, because sometimes it's like, I'd rather be a jewelry designer, but I don't believe I can. So I will do jobs that I hate while still hearing what I want to do, but not believing I can do it. So I do what I hate, which will slowly diminish my pride. But I'm in a society, the US, it's not like this all around the world, the US particularly. I'm in a system that encourages me to disconnect me from what I do for financial return. Meaning you don't have to like it, but you have to do it to have money. Isn't that like restrictive? Because the belief is, if you liked so much and believed this can be what I do. And is it? See, Kiki, I've taken my power. Like and I share this because not often do we realize we've stepped into the new space of power. Like I'm owning it. These women helped me. When I spoke this weekend, I was like, "Oh, what's up, Lady T? I thought about you, Lady T. I thought about you. I thought about flying out there to get my hair done by you because I want a color. I want to, and today I was almost going to buzz it all off and bleach it, but I had this vision of flying out there, and you like, so I'm putting that out there. So, yeah, these women help me step into a space of power. Now, most of the time we step into a new space of power, I feel different. We don't know what's happened. I'm saying this because if you feel out of place, you might have just stepped into a new space of power. It's not that things aren't working out. It's not that things won't be beneficial for you. It's just that you're in a new space of power. Oh, okay. Sure. That new place of power, because I felt it. Whenever they upload the feedback from the retreat, I felt it. And I think we're all feeling it. And it may be at any individual time, but I'm sharing that I stepped into my new power because I got afraid, because I felt it. I was like, whoa, really powerful. Ugh, how powerful is my powerful? Oh my gosh. If people see me in my power, what does that mean? They want to be my friends, or will they push me away like people have before? And I became afraid. I don't want to be that powerful. And even saying this, because I know, listen, if you look at me, I'm incredible. And I mean it. I'm incredibly powerful. Like, I just don't stop. I don't complain. I've done monumental things in my life because I am relentless. In fact, I'm probably dangerous. I just don't focus there, but I am like a goon. I'm battling. I'm a gangster at life in the most beneficial ways. My power. And I felt, whoa, that means I can actually bring immense change for myself, which really goes throughout the universe, but for myself. And how afraid I felt. Because then people would see me doing well at something I love to do. And that reminded me of when I stood up as a child and someone down or something like that. We internalize those things. But I'm sharing that because, as incredible as I am, and I am pretty powerful and incredible, I have lived an incredible life. I am relentless. I am crazy. Thank you. Well, don't like it too. Whatever my hair does, you'll like it. Just don't get too connected because in life, I'll easily let go. That is the problem. Most of y'all are too afraid to let go. I will let go quick. Probably too quick. Ask people, you want to go? Bye. Without hard feelings, without anger. No, I understand. I've been traveling. I've been practicing letting go. All I it's not that's all I know how to do. Thank you. I love the fact that I can let go. A dude, man. Now there's ones that I love, okay? But that's like a fraction of 99.9%. The rest, you mean nothing. And I say that you mean nothing until you mean something. And most of you won't get to the point of meaning something because you're not that interesting. I'm interesting. I make you interesting. I'm really interesting. I've lived an eclectic life. I've been ran over by a motorcycle in Buenos Aires. I've I've been deported and banned from entering a country that I worked in. I was fired as a makeup artist because I took almost a 3-hour break. I've lived. And because I've lived, I've had to come up with solutions. And when you come up with solutions, you see, I don't need none of your molos. Oh, yeah, and dancing on the tables. You got that right. Seen from chandeliers in the south of France before you was born, okay? I got tired of it. This is why I had to come and encourage. I was doing that at 25. But anyway, so of course, so what I'm sharing is when you see the magic of you, people are great, but I'm the greatest. That's why I always say you are great, but baby, I'm the greatest. Like I make you, I make you look great. And I do this. If I come in contact, especially if you are a man, masculine, I am going to elevate you, period. Every person, every woman that will come after is because of me. Let me put that out. I do that. I like to take things and put them back better in the world than I found them. Shine them up a bit. Give you a little style, a little pizzazz, a little bit more confidence to speak in conversations. And furthermore, several topics. Yeah, that's not my dog. That's a neighbor's dog, but they do approve the message. So I let go. And I remember practicing this with clothes. I have the best style ever. And even if I love something that I found from a flea market in Brussels on a Thursday in September, I'll give it away. Why? I'll find things. I have impeccable style, but I don't cling on to things. And the hardest thing is to let go, especially of people, relationships, and what we have built around it. Ideas, the future. Because we let this person go, what we've built up in our head, that future world, means that it is no longer there. It's no longer a comfort. Is this making sense? Is this making sense to anyone in the chat? If it is, put the lock, like the lock and key, put the lock, because we're going to unlock some things. If this is making sense to anyone in the chat. And I'm sharing this because to be able to let go is to be able to let go of that fear. To let go of that is the same way, is the same method of letting go of that job or letting go of that person, letting go of that way of thought. Excellent, Deborah. Thank you. It's written excellent. Micah, thank you. I am not just chatting. So I found that, boy, I stepped into my power. And as I said, I'll chop it up. I spoke at an event on her retreat, on her 24 acres on land. I was the closing speaker Sunday. I'm a sun goddess. Of course, I would speak on a Sunday. And it was incredible. It was incredible because it was, I'm sharing this because myself doing what I did on Sunday in a different space. But I had the same feeling. And I'm sharing that because sometimes we see our dream in only one way. I thought I was like the Tony Robbins, like these stages, arenas, which I'm not saying that's not, but I was barefoot. I was on beautiful land that grows herbs and flowers and plants that nurture people and are for healing. And so much goes into the soil and so much goes into their lake and just creating these products. And as I stood in front of these people delivering this message, I was like, this is it. This is the feeling. Like, I love what I do, but the fact that I was doing that in front of people in a setting of nature was like, whoa, this is incredible. I'm that powerful that I've created that. And that power scared me because I said, whoa, whoa. It was amazing, Varna. Like, I'm sharing because this is a dream. This is my dream, and it's constant. It's a gift. I've accepted my voice heals. I'm a healer of some sort, but I'm also an artist with my words. And I wasn't believing that what I had was enough. I thought this talent of loving to enlighten through how I do it is not enough. I didn't think I was enough. I thought what I had was not enough. What I had wasn't enough as them or wasn't enough as them. And when you don't believe you're enough, that just means you don't believe. You don't believe in you. So if you don't believe in you, you don't believe that those things that you want could be yours. Yeah, and it sounds great, Bree, and it is true. You are always enough. But to carry that through your life, not even carry that throughout the spaces in yourself, sometimes it's this cycle of feeling it to feel it again, feeling not enough to feel that you are enough. I'm sharing this because so many creatives or artists or just people stop because of their imposter syndrome. And I had the heaviest sense of imposter syndrome. What's up, the God particle? Like, it was real. It was like, that's where I'm learning my power because I had to speak to that. When I'm giving a keynote 60 minutes and I'm speaking to people, they're coming and they're giving me feedback, regardless of what was said, I did it. And those feelings of still not good enough come up. I'm in the race, baby. What you talking about? Get out of here. I'm in the race of life. Listen, you ain't never seen a chiseled statue like this. And it stays chiseled because you gotta be chiseled and ready for the race of life, baby. What you talking about? Of course. Why would I not be chiseled? Smile bright, teeth white, eyes clear, hydrated, meditated, rested, stretched, you know, sunbathed. I have to do. My mom told me to rest. So that's why this is entitled that. So I'm going to lay outside naked, Mom. And she's like, okay. Because you got to keep it sexy. You got to get the tan oiled up, laid out in the sun, you know? I am not playing with you. It's looking real good over here. But you know, feel when you feel that good? Yeah, don't make it slow though. Sahar. Um, Saram. Wait. Don't slow. Don't make it slow to learn that you're enough. Just clear it. To say I'm slowly we ain't do why? Here's the thing, you could just accept that I am enough. We use these words that build our life. I'm slowly learning why. You could just say, I have learned that I'm enough. I don't even have to put in that time because it doesn't matter, but it doesn't have to be what you think it is. Maybe it's actually quite rapid, but you're judging that time. And often we're always judging time. We're always judging time in a crazy way. You have a lot of time. This is why I was like, yeah, I'm ready to retire. People are like, you retired from being a flight attendant? That's the most. Yeah, but there's more in me. But you think this is all I can do in life? I know there's more I can do. And I put myself in a position where you have to do it. Quit doubting yourself and believing it won't work. It has to work, Hope. You want to speak and heal through your voice? Okay, leave your flying career, which I easily could have kept because we have a flexible thank you for the gifts. My manifesting thing is my gift that I request. So I request if you send it. No, it's not. I don't know what it is. I'm requesting at one of the, well, really all, but of whatever gift I have. I think it's 10,000 coins. It's something high, but I'm requesting. This is one of my dad's flannels, and it's warm. And I like wearing it because, I only wear secondhand. I mean, I will purchase well-made clothing. However, I've been dedicated to only wearing secondhand for a long time. Probably maybe 20 years, 17 years, where it was a diligent, like, I only buy secondhand or quality. Like, I will go and buy a handmade something for whatever I want. And I do like I like what I like. However, I can find what I like in a secondhand or vintage or consignment or gently used, or I can make it. I'm sustainable in all ways. That's where I am. But it's exciting because I'm like back in the skies. I'm traveling this week. I'm traveling a lot and I like it. That's why I'm kind of chilling, because I'm back to traveling and having beautiful experiences and speaking. And I know I was speaking about bozos earlier, but I don't attract that. That's why that stood out. I only attract exceptionals, which is always nice. And I say that with pride. Like, it's looking and feeling good. And always. I am great. I am great, and so are you. Okay. I did not tell you the story of getting to the event. So I left California Friday night on the red eye. I was taking the midnight departure, an all-nighter to Chicago O'Hare. Chicago O'Hare to Houston Bush. Houston to Jackson, Mississippi. That was my flight. And there was a time where I flew red eyes because they were kind of good for their time, but I don't care for red eyes. I don't sleep on plane. Sleep has always in some ways evaded me. I'm not one that can just sleep in the middle of the day, or I don't have a hard time sleeping, but I'm often just like up looking around. So I took the all-nighter. And when I was at airport, I saw a friend of mine from elementary school. Here's the thing, it was small. So I saw him, and his father had passed about 10 years ago. Thank you, Alak, for sharing the live. And I said, hey, how are you doing, James? He was like, what's up? Where are you going? I said, I'm speaking at an event, so I'm flying out tonight. He was like, oh, okay. He's between and Florida. And is that who I think it is? No way. Uthman, I love you. Uthman, this is my baby. So, Kosi, oh my gosh, I need to come see you. So I got to tell the story about Kosi. Kosi is like my brother, my big brother. Did you like both of my sisters? Well, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter because everyone is grown now. But he is roughly, 3 years older than me, 4 years? And he's my older sister's age. And he would come around and he's funny, but he was like, but he was almost like that big brother that I never had. I don't have a brother. And I would tease him, and he worked at this hat store. He worked at Lids in the mall. And I would go and say, like, hey, get $5. Like, I would just roll up there like, hey, I'm going to get a piece of pizza. Can you come buy it for me? I bugged him like I was his little sister. So, When I first came to DC, Kosi lived there. And when I moved to DC, I didn't know anyone. So I had told Kosi, hey, listen, I'm moving to DC. I'm finished with flight attendant training. I need a place to stay. I don't have a place. He's like, okay. And I stayed with him. I remember staying with you in DC for like a day or two. It wasn't that long. I called him the day before, like, hey, I'm to stay with you tomorrow. Hey, get ready because I'm coming to stay with you tomorrow. And he just started seeing his now wife. And so he was like, I think she was like, who's this random girl saying like, hey, I'm coming to see you? I just barge into people's spaces. I can be so inconsiderate. Yeah. And you know what, Kosi? I knew it. I was thinking about the time where I was falling out of the car and my legs were like, because we were living in DC and it had snowed. It was icy. And I was trying to get out of his car, but I had slipped into the gutter because the gutter was filled with like ice and snow, and I could not gain traction. So my feet kept like flipping, and I just kept slowly going into the gutter. But I kept holding on to the side of the car as my feet were like, it was hilarious. We were rolling because he was like, it was hilarious. So he helped me out when I first moved to DC. And then I remember playing Nintendo 1. What was that with the tennis rackets? And I go crazy and I like slammed the TV, maybe. I think something like that. Oh, I'm so happy to see you on here. I miss you too. I'll be out there this weekend, so maybe I need to come see you. I need to come out to DC. Every time I come out east, it's usually just New York because my sister is there and there's other things there. But DC has a part of my heart too. I talk about London having a big part of my heart, which it does. But so does DC, because DC was the first city I moved to. And it was that deciding factor, like, I like it, but there's more. Like, there's always levels. I could have said it is enough at DC, but I know it wasn't. And although I love DC, I know there's more. But I love DC. I have so many funny stories, good time, great people, just great times. DC is great. And so I also have... Okay, so the story, and then I'm gonna get off. Ugh, I got all of these herbs. I have like cedar, which is a powerful, cedar is so powerful. Thank you. This is all from the Herb and Flower Farm, hers. Lemongrass, basil, marigolds. Like, cedar is amazing. You can make many things. Thank you, Kosi. Once I get the feedback and the playback, you're going to be amazed, man. It was great. That keynote, I was on fire. Like, I was really hot from like uplifting and talking for 60 minutes. I could have gone on. It was incredible. Oh, you want to know? Wait, Kosi, don't go. I got to put on my song. So this is the song that is played when they say, okay, and now Hope Williams introducing Hope Williams is going to motivate you. I found my song that precedes me before I come on stage. So let me put it on. Okay.
So what I do, I motivate, and it may not be like, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, but it's still in everything I say. So when I, right before I come out, they say introducing the most energetic speaker of the world, Hope Williams, and this song comes on. Hey, I do this. And I go around the crowd like, I give people their seats and start jumping around. And I let it play for like an hour, a minute. This is my theme song because it's uplifting and powerful, but you want to get up and like do something with your arms. And then I'm like, okay. And then I go in and I start speaking, but it was incredible. It was the best feeling. It was incredible. And even that, because everyone got up and started dancing and participated, it like brings the energy up. And to bring the energy up, people may say bring the vibration up, bring a good feeling, it's needed. This retreat was like necessary with all of these incredible people, including myself. Yeah, so I was in the airport. I saw James, and he was like, "Where are you going?" I said, "I have a speaking engagement." Look at you! You're always so positive. You go, Hope. I was like, "Okay." So I get on the flight at midnight. Again, that's when my travel day started. Night Friday, technically Saturday morning. Flew from California to Chicago. Get off the flight. It was a great flight. Thank you, fellow. Walked over to my gate. Something happened with that flight. So I was like, all right, that's cool. The next flight will be fine. And in the meantime, I'll walk over. Oh, when I landed in Chicago, I saw another friend that I went to school with in Chicago. And I share that because I see people I know all over the world. And I saw another friend I knew in Chicago airport. So I think I need light. Let's see. I'm going to take this off. Just a minute. So I land in Chicago. I go to my favorite Mexican restaurant in Chicago, Frontera Grill. Rick Bayless, Skip Bayless's brother, to eat, and I start talking to this pilot. And I'm like, "Oh, where are you going?" And he tells me he's going, and he shares that he's working a charter flight. And I said, "Oh, yeah, I never did that." So I need more light, guys. Ugh. That's so much. So I got something to eat. We started talking about the charter flights because that's what I would fly, the charter flights. And we just started talking about the airline, and he said, "Do you miss it?" And I said, "Well, no, I miss this. I miss the conversations with my crew member." Thank you, Nia, for continuing to like the live. Tap the screen. I know it's not the only one, and we did get over 10,000, so thank you. But that's what I miss, the conversations. I miss people. I don't miss porn. So I went to my next flight, which was delayed. But I got on and it was fine. right? So I'm now leaving Chicago, going to Houston. So I land in Houston, and I didn't make, because it was slightly delayed, my intentional flight. I didn't make it. So then this flight, I think I didn't make that one because I flew like standby. So I said, okay, I'm going to get into retreat later today, and I'll make the most of my time here. I'm used to flying through Houston Airport. And my intention, my initial flight was supposed to land me in Jackson, Mississippi at 1 p.m. With everything that happened, I landed at about 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. So kind of long travel day. Flew all-nighter, coming to Chicago, then Chicago to Houston, flight delays, all sorts of things, was in Houston, finally left, 8 that night, was supposed to leave at 12 that afternoon, and got in the time I got in, 9:10. So now I'm in Mississippi, and I need to call a car. Well, my phone is about to conk out. And so I go to plug my phone in, and the outlet's not working. So I go to another outlet. That's not working. I go to another outlet, like 10 outlets. But none of that made me upset. It was just, okay, unplug this one. Okay, this isn't working. Okay, this isn't working. And sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes it's not working because you just need to try it a different way. And finally, I began to charge my phone, because I said I'll charge my phone to call an Uber, because I had looked up Ubers, and let's say it was $6. I start to charge my phone. I said, okay, I have enough charge. Let me order my car. It had like quadrupled. It was 170. So I had called the organizers, and they were like, first of all, next time there'll be someone out there with your name on a piece of paper. Like, this won't happen again, and I got you. I'm sharing this because all of these mishaps happen, but something came in and made it easy, and I kept going. So the person was like, I ordered, here you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I saw you shared the live. So Uber comes, some girl in a bonnet. I think she was tired because it was already late. Remember, I was supposed to land at 1 in the morning. 1 in the afternoon. It's 1 in the morning, and I'm making my way towards my hotel. So I get to the hotel, and I kind of walk through a cloud of chick lettuce smoke, because it's about 1:30, 1:40 in the morning. People are outside enjoying their recreational plans. And as I walk in, there's no one at the front desk. I'm like, okay, someone will be coming. There was never a time where I got upset and said, why isn't someone at the front desk? Why are people out there? What? It's late, I'm tired. I've done this my entire career of flying. Patience will always fulfill. So I walk up, and I see someone run up from like a breakfast bar area. And they're like, oh, hi, are you checking? I said, yeah. They were like, what's your name? I said, oh, my name is Hope. I'm checking in. He's, oh, yeah. You know what? We didn't have a phone number on reservation. We couldn't contact you after midnight. We wanted to make sure you checked in. So we canceled the reservation. We sold your room. Now, again, all-nighter in to Chicago, Houston, delay, finally here, 12 hours later, walk in, and they say, we canceled your reservation. And okay. So I called the organizers and said, hey, this is what's going on here. Reservation has been canceled. Oh, someone on the phone right now, Hope. I could have freaked out, but everything was handled. And they did handle it. The organizer called, ordered another room. I said, cool. It doesn't, to me, the fact is I have my room, but let's get it going. It's like 2 in the morning now. So, give me my keys. I go to sleep, take a nice, actually, I get to my room. I take a hot shower, as you do, make some peppermint tea, as you do, journal about the day, do my relaxing ways, and go to sleep. I go to sleep about 3 a.m. 7:38 a.m. the hotel room phone starts ringing. I'm like, who is calling my hotel room? So every time I pick up, there's no one on the other end. And this happened about 3 times. Now, this is 7:38 in the morning. I had fallen asleep at 3 a.m. After 3 calls, I took the phone off the hook because quit playing my phone. I get back in my nice warm bed, and then my phone starts ringing, and I see they're calling it from the hotel I'm staying at. So I pick up. They say, hello, Hope, this is Joyce. We're so-and-so's friend, and we're going to the retreat today, and we know you're going to ride with us. I said, yes, that is true. And I'm still in like a dream zone. And she said, well, I want you to get your rest. Could you meet us at 8? And I'm like, it's 7:38. What do you mean you want me to get my rest? How is getting rest with it? What is going on? I was riding with them about 40 minutes to the retreat site. So I said, I would need a little bit more time. I got in a little late, and they said, okay, 8:15. I was like, these are 70-plus-year-old people. That's fine. No, that's fine. Just like my flight attendant days, quickly get up, get myself together. And so that was the first day, the travel day. And I did not allow any of those mishaps to change the beauty of that day, because it was truly beautiful. And in all things, see the beauty and have patience that it's working out for you. That's really the message. In all things, see beauty and have patience that it's working out for you. I will receive that playback from the Manifest Your Destiny retreat. I will be putting that, I hope, is speaking, YouTube, possibly placing it in the LINK in my BIO. Everyone says it like that now, so the algorithm doesn't pick it up. But in my LINK, in my BIO, you can see my TED Talk. You can subscribe. I hope it's speaking YouTube. You can donate if you would like. You can send me an email. You can request for me to speak or create content. That's all there. And I love what I do. I heal with my words, and it's a great time. So that is today's message. See all things in the beauty that it's intended, and allow it to patiently work out. And I close my lives with these 3 things. Be the reflection of love, because we all come from an infinite source of love. Show up. Show up for your dream. Show up for your workout. Show up for you. It won't happen if you don't show up. And be patiently waiting for the be in everything. Give patience and see the beauty in everything. Be the reflection of love. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. I will see y'all. Good night.